Hey, what's up? My name is Henry, and I make these videos because there's a lot of people losing money in the market, and I really don't want you to be one of them. With that being said, let's get right into the update. All right, so pretty damn exciting stuff went on today. And as I said, I don't want you losing money, straight up. Okay, like there are nice setups, okay, and there's A plus setups, and then there's the risk it for the biscuit kind of setups. We don't touch the risk it for the biscuit kind of setups, and personally, I don't even want to trade the all right setups. I just want those A plus setups, the setups that are just looking absolutely juicy. Now, I mentioned in yesterday's video that I'm not entering my puts. I was like thinking about starting my put position yesterday, strictly because I know like it is only a matter of time until we get rug pulled. All right. Excuse me, by the way, everything pointed to we were going to be getting rug pulled, which is why, I was expecting that. All right. Now, CPI, I was expecting that to be bullish. I didn't think that was going to be a bearish catalyst, but yeah, after CPI comes out, now you have Fed speakers coming out and saying, hey, 100 basis point hike, 100 basis point hike. That's crazy, okay? It's not crazy in my opinion. I've explained in many videos that they physically need to bring rates over what the current inflationary rate is in order to get inflation to stop going up. Not get rid of what has already occurred, but just stop accelerating, okay? If you don't want it to get any worse, that's what you have to do. They're not even going to be close to that, okay? Our CPI, I think, came out at like 8.4%, might have been 8.3%. They got to bring rates up to 8% for like this to combat the inflation, all right? Like, if not, no, it's going to continuously just have this spiral out of control, and that's what everyone is concerned about. All right, so I told you guys that CPI was going to be dictating where the market moves until FOMC. Now, I don't want anybody to jump the gun here, but I'm going to be quite honest. If we have another day like this, we guaranteed are breaking through this trend line, and we will be coming down. All right, like I have even considered hopping in just a small position of puts just as a starter, just in case. Now, I understand that, like I literally said yesterday, that I didn't want to start my put position because, all right, not that I didn't want to, I wanted to, but I wasn't going to because I've felt what it feels like to have a $10 move go against you as you're starting your position. And it's not a good feeling. All right. Now, I only said that because we still had $10 more to go till the gap filled. Now, with that being said, I also thought CPI was going to be a bullish catalyst, but I told you guys I wasn't trading it because I don't have a crystal ball. Okay, I got TA that can suggest like where we are moving in the future, and listen, we were in a pretty neutral spot. I was very vocal about this. We most likely are just going to end up either we're going to pop up. And if CPI was good and we were going to consolidate until FOMC, or we're going to drop down and we're going to start making our way down here, and then we are probably going to climb up into FOMC. But at the same time, I don't have a crystal ball, so I have no flipping clue what could have happened, and that's why I decided to completely stay out of this trade. I told you guys, all right? I'm not going to trade nothing but the best setups. There's no reason to, all right? And on top of that, we already had like quite a bit of opportunities to play this move. All right. I'm fine with missing out a little. Okay. I wasn't going to guess. All right. I said in the beginning of the video, I don't want you losing money. Okay. I'm here to make you money. Okay. If you stick with me, most likely we'll be rich within a few years. Okay. And that's not just because I'm giving you trades to play. That's because you are going to be building up that skill set with me. As long as you're watching these videos every day, like guys, this is guaranteed effort going into that skill set. And there you go. Okay, over time, it will get stronger and stronger. And if you start that skill set doing the right thing in the first place, well, it's going to make you that much better. All right, and I told you guys, I don't want you to lose money. That is exactly why I decided not to post any trade about this. There was no reason about it. And by the way, I do want to shout out the webull. The webull has blown up, guys. I am very sure that the webull account is going to pass this amount of subscribers we have on the YouTube way quicker than the amount of time it has taken. It's taken like 1 to 2 years to build this amount of subs on YouTube. Obviously, I've been switching around stuff, and I haven't really hunkered down and stuck to one thing up until the last few months, which is, hey, we are doing the daily updates. And honestly, guys, there's no end in sight. I don't really have any plan of stopping. I'm just going to keep offering value. And I've told you guys why I do that. It's because, hey, if I touch 1 million people's lives, those 1 million people will touch my life, okay? In the small ways, okay? If I touch the lives in the big ways, they'll touch my life in the small way. And there you go. Accumulatively, everyone will help me out in the end, okay? And honestly, that's why I'm doing this. That really is it. I have no ulterior motives, like straight up. I told you guys, like, I have Like there is no benefit to me for you guys not making money and you guys losing money. Okay, like I see a lot of YouTubers, they just kind of come up with trade ideas. Like each and every video they come up with these ideas and they're like, hey, this is on the table, this is on our radar, whoa whoa whoa. Well, I give you guys exact things, okay, because I don't want you guys losing money in the market. There's a lot of people with paid subscription that do what I do, except obviously it's a paid subscription. Okay, I'm giving you access to this for free. Now with the webull account, it's literally just daily updates each day and live alerts when the thing comes out. Okay, now I didn't post anything on CPI because it's not tradable. Okay, there's nothing we can do about this. All right, like straight up, I told you guys, I'm not going to risk that setup. It's not a solid setup. And I'm not going to lie, I am a little salty that we didn't get up here and I didn't get to absolutely put like a lot of money into puts up there. Okay, but at the same time, it is okay. Okay, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. There clearly will be opportunities, and either way, if we get the confirmation close underneath this trend line, I'm going short either way. All right, that is how that's going to be playing out. Now, that's why I said I might be starting a small short position today. Now, I understand all of them have gone up heavily. Okay, but last time we saw this setup, I want to point this out. All right, we have a minus 3.66% day. All right, like last time we saw a 3.38% day down, and we just kept going. Okay, in the matter of 5 more trading days, we fell $15. I know for a fact that's over 100% gain. Now, if we do have the daily close underneath here, I'm afraid tomorrow we might actually get another gap down like this. Like this looks extremely similar to what we got back down here. And the next day you open another $5 down. Like your entry was, again, it was not the best entry. And like, if I'm going to be waiting for the close under here anyway, and that's why I said what I did in yesterday's video. I was like, you know what? Maybe it's not the worst idea to start loading up on that position early, because either way, we are going to be taking this confirmed trade here. All right, which will bring us down to a, well, we'll have to make a price target on this, which I could actually tell you right now what the price target would be if we were to break out from here, okay? And it would be, so we ran all the way up there, so 69, so we're going to come over here to calculator. 69, all right, it's either 0.63 or 0.62, but we will go with 0.63. All right, so 43 bucks, okay? So like that's what I'm saying. This is like way down, guys. This is not a sexy target. This is, yeah, it's not at all a sexy target. Actually, I might be measuring that completely wrong. Hang on, let me do this real quick. Let me go like that. Let me go to the pattern site.com. We will look at trend lines real quick. Okay, so we go to what am I doing? Chart patterns. All right, and then we go down here, uptrend break. I think it is under. It should be on this side over here. Up trend lines. Okay, up trend lines. So right here. C to D. So it'd be C to D. Okay, yeah, I completely measured that wrong. Actually, since we had this bounce here, shit, guys, since we had the bounce here, the trend line break does not bring us all the way down there. All right, I am very glad I went back to the patternsite.com and I saw that, okay, because I was measuring it like this. All right, and that would have been a sick, nasty move, and that would have brought us all the way down to the lows. But since we got the bounce, the trend line break target is actually not going to be too far down, okay? It is going to be, we will round down, okay, because conservative is good. 16 times 0.63, okay? We got a $10 move down, okay? So if we do confirm it down, let's say we do break right here, $10, okay? We'll just mark that up, okay? We'll mark that up and we round it to the nearest number. So 283 will be the target, all right, for our trend line break. And I am honestly guessing, guys, we're going to be breaking that tomorrow, which is why I said, like, I am most likely going to be starting a small position today, okay? And if we do end up getting the bounce, there we go, all right? But actually, I meant to have it over here, and I want to call something out on Mara or I want to mention something that I already called out a few days ago. That honestly, I mean, people can also make a shit ton of money off of Mara. Guys, the TA works for any ticker. All right. But what I wanted to point out is VIX. All right. I pointed this out in yesterday's video that we do have this crossing, and I didn't know if it was going to mean anything. Okay. And I did also mention that in previous times that we came back down here and almost filled the gap, which was right down here. It psyched us out, okay? We got the same exact thing. We got psyched out. We broke the trend line, and we got psyched out. Now, that target is still going to be on the board for this trend line break, all right? is still going to be on the board. And that is just because, hey, even though we came back up above the trend line, it still will eventually be hit. Okay, so therefore, we're going to keep it. Plus, we do have a price magnet at that level. Now, I also do want to point out, we still have these targets on the board. And I told you, these are likely going to be hit September into September and October. All right. We originally were playing September, let's say they were September 6th, either, there might have been September 30. I don't remember. We were originally playing September contracts. We ended up taking profits on them somewhere around there because of this gap form. And then obviously you could have re-entered, played that. But yeah, guys, just because you are cooling off does not mean the targets are going to go away. Okay, the targets are still there. Like as long as you had this confirmed breakout from this pattern, yeah, the targets are not going away. Okay, I will not remove the targets. All right, now we also have this target down here, and that is from this downtrend break. All right, right here. All right, so that is going to be a pretty sexy thing to play as well. After we do finally hit our, I mean, not even the bottom on the market, and I'd say the bottom because we don't know when the bottom will be. But when we hit the next bottom, that is most likely, we're probably gonna continuously get these increasingly vicious bear market rallies. All right, like this is most likely going to continue. We're going to continue killing this thing. Okay. By the way, guys, I forgot we had a massive falling wedge here. Now you also broke down from there, so I guess it cancels it, but that is pretty cool. Yeah, falling wedges are everywhere. But yeah, QQQ. Obviously we have this gap now. Actually change it, and I actually did not put the gap fill up on SPY just now. I should have, but we could bring you right in here, right up to the thing, and we're actually going to delete you just because you were getting in our way. We got it right there. So 308.18 is your gap fill on QQQ, and then your new gap fill. And by the way, this is why we put these dates on our board, because these are the catalyst dates. These are when big things happen. All right. So if you ever see purple lines and you want to call me or say I have a messy chart, it's not like, I mean, maybe it gets in the way. All right. But it's important to have these dates on your chart. And if you don't have them, you're not going to be ready. There you go. Now, what we can do is actually we could start putting notes up instead of that. Okay. Wherever those are. Like for example, we could have done that CPI. All right. And then it would not be in the way. We could have just had it on that day. And you know what? That is what I will be doing moving forward. Okay. I'm going to keep that up just for the sake of this video. And I want to point out the SPY literally found itself in a perfect channel from here. Okay. All the, like you could have traded it all the way up here. That's a $15 move that you literally could have kept just buying when it hit the bottom of the channel. All right. You could have bought this morning. I mean, yeah, I guess you would have to be a scalper. You're not going to catch me trading setups like this, but I do think it's pretty cool. The channels are just like, they happen, they form. I mean, this is like just perfect. Okay. This is, I don't know. TA fascinates me, guys. Okay. Don't judge. I'm a nerd. Maybe you guys are nerds. I don't know. And look, we're just continuing to fall. But what do we have? We have a most likely a bullish divergence starting to carve out, but I do believe we're going to end up having this thing come down, and we're probably going to be you know, falling a bit further. All right. Like last time we got, let's see. So from top to there, last time we got this, we fell a whole $20. All right. So where are we now? We actually pretty close to that. Yeah, we literally fell $20. So maybe we do start, I don't know. Maybe we do start getting bounced. I want to point out over here, no, you did not have your $20 move. You had a, this is massive. You have over a $40 move down. So if something like that happens, then I mean, yeah, it doesn't even matter if you're buying into the put pump. Like it really doesn't. You have another $20 move on the table. Now, I'm not saying that happens right away, okay? But what I am saying is I would be getting the October 21st contracts. Now, we can actually pull up. Oh, I don't have webull on this computer. I got to install webull onto this computer. Just realized that's crazy. I don't even have it. So I guess we can't look up contracts right now. I was about to look up contracts just to see what I might be getting into. But yeah, okay. So yeah, guys, I mean, this is why I said we should not be trading this. I mean, there was no reason to. I saw people on webull, they were thinking CPI was going to be a positive catalyst. They were speaking for certain on this, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Anybody who says something is happening with certainty, you know for a fact they are losing money continuously. They are currently in the state of mind that makes them continuously lose money. Okay. And until someone stops speaking with certainty, okay, until someone completely stops speaking with certainty, they won't stop losing. Okay. Like, I see it all the time where people just get clowned on. Oh, hi. Hey, dogs came in. That's so cool. Beautiful. They're just laying next to me on their placemat. Didn't even know they were there. Beautiful. But yeah, I mean, guys, there's no reason to ever speak with certainty. There's no reason to act as if you know something is going to happen. We don't know shit, okay? We literally never know anything. All we have is probability, and I'm very vocal about saying, like, hey, there's a probability this is going to happen, but it's not always certain, okay? That's why risk management always has to be a thing. That's why we don't take setups unless they are, like, really the perfect setup. Like, this was such a sick, nasty setup. This down here was such a sick, nasty setup. All right, this down here, again, honestly, a pretty sick, nasty setup. All right, like, look at this. And I sold way early into this guy, but again, I only caught this move, and I think it was around a $10 move. All right, like, yeah, this move, no, this was sexy. I also called this out, but this is a sexy-ass move that you realistically could have sold $20 up after getting that. And if you took profits on that, hey, super congrats, okay? Super congrats. Like, these are perfect A+ setups that I consider valid to trade. Maybe not this one because we came back and we literally retested the trend line as well as the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement. When you have all these appreciating factors on the hand and you're getting these bullish divergence on the daily on the 1 hour chart, and you're getting a bullish divergence on the daily chart, like, that's what I consider the A+ setup, okay? When risk is not going to be on the table, okay? But if you are holding that position into CPI, I'm going to call you, like, I'm not going to say you're dumb, okay? I'm going to say you haven't lost enough money yet, okay? You haven't learned your lesson yet. That's all it is, okay? Because in reality, I mean, no one really should be called stupid for their mistakes. We're not going to get to be a better trader if we don't make mistakes. Like, that's really that, okay? What I will call straight stupidity is when people decide to speak with certainty. I think that only leads to losses, and there's really no way to make money continuously with that mentality, all right? All right, guys, so the last thing I want to call out is MAR, and actually we could see what's happening in Bitcoin. Yesterday I said this is guaranteed a bull trap. Look at the volume. I mentioned way back, like before this happened, most likely, all right? Or maybe, I don't know, somewhere over in this area, okay, over here, I was like, we are going to know the bottom of Bitcoin because it's going to have some sick, nasty volume, okay? It's going to be something like this. Going to be something like this. Like, we're going to have a lot of volume spike, okay? You see this big ass volume spike? This is massive, okay? You see this? This was representing a top, okay? When you get tops and bottoms, volume normally marks them, all right? Now, I understand there was no top here, but I say, go back here. Do we have anything marking anything of a top? No. Bitcoin actually got way less volume up here. I mean, you had a slight volume spike there. You had a spike here, okay? But that was when you crashed down. And I think we can actually say that this is because this whole volume drop off is because Bitcoin got so expensive. Look at how much volume there used to be. All right, look at this. And then when it got up into these ranges, no, people just didn't want to trade it. This was purely like, these were liquidity squeezes that were happening to the up and down side. And I think that was what was responsible for most of its movement. Now, yes, it followed TA to a T. Okay, I remember back in the day I called out this not falling wedge, just head and shoulders. Oh, something else we got to put on the map, a head and shoulders target. That is something we'll also do in this video right now on SPY. Now, just so you guys can all crystal clear see what head and shoulders I'm talking about. We're talking about this big beast that is forming right here, okay? If this thing happens, okay, if we break down, we also have this target to be playing. And this is what I'm saying about buying the puts, okay? Like, I don't care that we are this far down, okay? This is kind of confirmation. I told you CPI was going to be determining where we move up until FOMC, which is over here, September 20. We don't have too many trading sessions, but what I do want to point out is something that Sebastian has been saying, okay? He's been saying for the past, I think, 2 days that dealers are short puts into September 16 and they're long puts into September 23rd, I think he said. All right, Sebastian is my mentor. All right, I will always listen to Sebastian. I don't think anybody else has ever, like, just pretty much pushed me to be such a conservative, safe trader. Okay, and honestly, that's all I needed. Okay, I needed to learn that, hey, there is no point to doing it any other way because you will wipe yourself out at some point. You will not be making money consistently, and maybe you have these explosions, but without the proper trade management, no. Okay, but also he's taught me a thing or two, way more than a thing or two. probably like 30 to 100 things to do. All right. But this is kind of the confirmation I wanted to see. I wanted to see what was going to happen. Honestly, who says we don't keep going? And I mean, I would expect a bounce to be before that. That's the thing. Okay. I don't expect this to be a terrible catalyst unless we see this thing start bouncing up. I want to see the oscillators start bouncing up. I don't expect to fall off a cliff, like a $20 to $40 cliff, while we're down here in the oversold territory. I mean, I guess we were right here. All right. So we were right here on this day, which is pretty much where we are right now. And then we fell to the bottom a whole $30. Okay. And that's pretty much where we were with this oscillator right here, the CCI. $30 move would bring us right down to the bottom of the golden pocket. Pretty cool. And I have talked about many times, or I have mentioned many times, that if we do lose the golden pocket, all right, if we do, that does mean we are most likely going to be going lower. Now, what I want to point out is before we put on that head and shoulders target, I want to point this out. And that is that we have, what did I say? There's nowhere to stop. Think about it. There really is, like, you have this uptrend that you could bounce on. If you do not bounce in the dang uptrend, guys, you're going really like timber. If you don't stop here at 394, your next stop is down here at 390. It's almost guaranteed. All right. Like, this is like pretty much the last place for you to bounce on. Let's just make that a blue line. My support and resistance lines, they're going to be blue. And yeah. All right. There's that. Okay. So the exact level is 394.12. If you close under that level, guys, okay, you're going down to here. Okay, so that's why I am okay. Sorry, I saw something pop up. But yeah, okay, that is why like I'm pretty sure like we're just gonna keep falling, guys. I'm serious. Like, that's why I want to take this entry now, because I don't want, if I wait for tomorrow to get that close, I am going to buy in tomorrow, potentially when we're all the way down here. Like, I don't know. Okay, I have no idea. But this really is the confirmation to see, like, what is the sentiment going on? All right. Now, another possibility is that we fall so much off a cliff here that even at a 75 BP hike, the market is like, okay, like, we already fell off a cliff. Like, we're already way down there. And then I would expect, hey, like, FOMC may be a bullish catalyst. Okay, I'm not sure. But again, like, I do want to reiterate what I said at the beginning of the video. Like, they can't tame inflation without going Volcker mode. Okay, they really can't. Like, there's no other way. There is literally no way. You can't do it. All right, so it's their only tool in their tool chest. They really can't do anything else. They are already decreasing the balance sheet. Like, guys, there's just going to be negative pressure on the market. This is why I was saying I am very nervous about going long in this market. Okay, not in this market, in September and October. I'm just nervous. I think the bad stuff is going to be happening in September, October. So, and I do want to point out, we had this decreasing volume while we were rising. Okay, I told you guys that this declining volume, and I mentioned this in the webull. I probably mentioned it in the YouTube video yesterday too. But I mentioned in my webull update, which I will be posting probably around 5 o'clock each day. Just give me some time to write it up. I mentioned that this is indicative of option dealers just being responsible for the whole move. The options market is literally responsible for this move. They were getting squeezed, okay? Or it was, again, it was a bull trap, okay? It was a bull trap. And I told you guys the bull trap was, like, the rug pull was coming. I just didn't know when. All right, this was the start of the rug pull. And I think there's going to be a much bigger one. I really do. I think we are going to have some action like that. I think we're probably going to have some action like that. Like, it's going to get ugly, all right? So let's put on a head and shoulders target right here, and we're going to close out the video with that. So head and shoulders top. Hip hoppity 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 ha. Here we go. All right. All right, measure rule. Compute the height from the head A and the measure rule figure to the right to the neckline directly below B, then multiply it by the above percentage meaning price target. Subtract the result from the breakout price C. The breakout price is where the price crosses an upsloping neckline, or when the neckline slopes downward, use the right shoulder armpit. Okay, and I use these as closes. Okay, if we get the daily close there, boom, confirmed. All right, so we're using A to B. Okay, and then we have to times that by percentage meaning price target 51%. All right, so let's pull up our handy dandy calculator. Go over here, go like that. Okay, and we can literally just, holy Jesus, that is a big boy, guys. That is a big boy. Okay, so like the trend line break here, that target's only $10. All right, I'm serious, guys. This is probably, it's going to give us a $20 target. All right, so we're going to have 2 targets on the board. Sexy as fuck. Okay, very sexy. We're going to round up 44 times 0.51. Okay, $22. We're rounding down conservative. Okay, let's say we break out here. Jesus. That's so... Oh, Jesus. Guys, this is a nut. Okay, we're going to make our target literally this support down here. All right, this is a target for our head and shoulders. We'll make you yellow. Okay, and we will zoom in over here. All right. Go all the way in there. All right, and we are bringing you right just about there. Okay, 371.04 is our target for the head and shoulders. Let's just mark you up, okay? Head and shoulders top target. All right, guys, this is fucking sexy. All right, why did it just completely gonna work? All right, it worked. I don't know why it didn't work before. All right, guys, we have 2 new targets on the board. I will also mark this one out right here. All right, and I will put together a target for QQQ as well. But yeah, we have trend line break target. No, uptrend break target. Uptrend break target. All right, right there. All right, guys, this so far, things are queuing up to be very sexy. I told you guys in the webull update yesterday that we have an A+ setup coming up that I am very excited about. I told you guys you should be excited about. We had 2 of them coming up on the table. One was the A+++++++ setup, which I told you guys I was going to go extremely heavy on. I don't care. It was pretty much like destined to happen if we made our way up here. But yeah, all right. And again, like I'm taking these big ass positions with these dated contracts, 1 to 2 month contracts. So when I buy puts today, they're going to be October 21st. All right. And I'm making sure they get in the money for this move. All right. I'm going to look at, we're going to see how expensive the 390s are. We are really going to have to see. We might even just buy the 383 target. All right. We're actually, I'm going to play the 383 target. We're going to buy 383 October 21st. I can't check the price right now. I'm sorry, guys. webull doesn't, it's not on my computer yet. But 383 October 21st. If we get this trend line break here, which will also confirm a move down to 371, okay, if we do get in the money and we come all the way down here, your contracts, let's say you're buying the contracts for $500. I'm just guessing. We'll just say they're $500. You come down here to 371, you are $12 into the money. You have a $1,200 contract, but okay, if you do end up in that it down here, the time value, I guarantee it's going to be anywhere from $500 to $1,000 of time value on those contracts. So yeah, guys, this is what I'm doing, and I look forward to trading this A+ setup. All right, with that being said, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Oh shit, reversed off our gap fill. I called this out right over here. I called this out on the trend line break. Crap, I gotta go shower, guys. I called this out on the trend line break, and I told you guys the target of this trend line break really wasn't anything worth trading. It gave you like less than $1 move. But I said there's a high likelihood that we will be pushing up here to this gap fill, and this might be where we reverse off of. All right, and that is exactly what has happened. Look at that. We exactly reversed off of the gap fill. We can close that out now that technically the target has been hit. All right, guys, with that being said, I will catch you guys next video. Peace.